Welcome to Joyful Jen Yoga. Today's practice is for people who are newer to yoga or maybe brand new. Specifically for people who have been working maybe at an office or in front of a computer a lot lately and are looking for something to relieve some pain or stress that they might be feeling from overuse on the computer. All right, so I hope you enjoy. So we'll get started in this practice sitting. Sitting can look like whatever is comfortable for you. A leg could be extended, whatever works in your body. And we'll just find a little moment of peace here, letting our eyes close down. And just starting to notice our breath. In this practice, let's try to commit to breathing in and out through our nose. Watching your breath here. Inhaling, expanding your belly, your ribs, your top chest. Exhaling, releasing all the air from your lungs. Inhale to feel spaciousness. Exhale to feel that release. 3 more breaths like that. Big full inhales. Big full exhales. If you had your eyes closed, let your eyes flutter open and take your hands out to the side. So we'll add a little movement to our breath. We'll inhale, stretch arms all the way up, maybe even look up. And then exhale, tap your hands back down to the ground. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, release it down. 3 more. Inhale to stretch arms up. Exhale to soften hands down. Inhale, matching the length of your breath with the length of your movement. And then let's reach our arms up once more. And then imagine you're climbing an invisible rope, reaching up with one side and then the other. Getting a nice side body stretch as you reach up and at a slight diagonal here. Take another breath, reaching. And then relax your arms down. Switch the cross of your ankles if you're sitting cross-legged, and if you're not, don't worry about it. We'll inhale, reach arms up, and exhale, gently twist to the left. Keeping your chin relatively in line with your chest. And then gently look forward, but keep the same shape with your upper body. Sweep your left arm all the way up and over, a nice side body stretch here. Let your right ear start to get heavy towards your right shoulder. And then take your left hand and press it away like you're giving someone a high five. Take a breath in here, and then let your left fingertips trail down toward the ground and see if you get a nice stretch for the left side of your neck. Inhale, left arm reaches up, and we'll take a hold of the top of our head, the crown of our head, and lift all the way back up. Arms stretch up, gently twist to the right. Again, we're not doing anything extreme here. We're just exploring some movement in our spine. So you don't have to force your body anywhere. Just kind of let your hands help guide you. And then looking back forward, sweep your right arm up, 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 and over. Find that side bend. Start to let left ear get heavy toward left shoulder. And then pressing the right hand away. Giving your other imaginary friend a high five. And then crawl those right fingertips away. This is also a nice little sequence to do if you've slept funky and your neck feels kind of weird in the morning. Sweep your right arm all the way up. Take the crown of your head and help guide your way back up. Release your arms, give them a little shake, and then bring your feet back behind you. We'll come to all fours. When you arrive in all fours, we'll take an inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, round, look towards your navel. Inhale, draw your heart forward. Exhale, round it in. One more time like that. Cat-cows here. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, round it in. Inhale, find neutral. Keep your hips right over your knees and stay engaged through your belly. Walk your hands forward, take an inhale, and then exhale, melt your head toward the ground, coming into puppy pose. So we're looking for a nice opening through our chest, our shoulders. And from here, we'll let our elbows come down to the ground and then slither your way forward onto your belly. And we'll come into Sphinx Pose. For our Sphinx Pose, you could take your feet as wide as the mat if you'd like. Elbows underneath your shoulders, pull your heart forward. Try to draw your shoulder blades down your back instead of letting your shoulders come up to your ears, or trying to create more and more space around our shoulders, around our chest. There might be some gentle compression in your low back. It's perfectly fine. Take another breath, stretching the front part of your torso. And exhale, release. Let your elbows kick out to the side. You could rest your forehead on your hands. And just notice the spaces in your body that feel like they could use a little bit more opening. From here, we'll take our hands back behind us, palms down on the ground. You can adjust, your legs could come slightly closer together if that feels good. Press strong through the tops of your feet and start to lift your chest off the ground. And as you do that, see if you can draw your shoulder blades together. Float your arms up and back. Keep lifting your chest, engage your belly, and get that nice strengthening through your back body. Full inhale. Exhale, release, come back to a rest. Doing exactly what we just did if it feels good, or reach back behind you. If you can interlace your fingers behind your back, we'll lift our heart, lift our chest, and then get a little bit extra shoulder stretch with those hands interlaced. If this doesn't feel right, just have your arms at your side. Perfect. Take another breath in and out. We'll release all of that down to the ground. Take a moment here to bend your knees and start to windshield wiper your feet side to side. Let your hands slide in line with your chest. Lift up through all fours and then let your knees go wide. Shift your hips to your heels. Now, if this doesn't happen, if your hips don't go all the way to your heels, don't worry about it. Crawl your arms forward. We'll come into child's pose. Now, a couple of things. Your hips might be high. That's perfectly fine as long as it feels okay. Your head can touch the ground. Your arms could be out in front of you or back behind you. Your knees can be as close in toward midline as you'd like or as far away. See if you can feel a relaxation, a stretch in your low back, in your mid back. Notice if you're breathing in and out through your mouth. Recommit to breathing in and out through your nose. On your next inhale, come up through all fours. And we'll step our right foot forward. So we're in a low lunge. Feel free to take a blanket or a towel under that left knee if it feels tender. And we'll just take our hands to that right thigh. And if it feels good, we'll wiggle the right foot forward just enough so that you're getting a stretch in that left hip flexor, the front of the left thigh. Breathing here. And then if it feels good, reach your arms up on an inhale. And exhale, bring your arms out like a cactus or a goalpost. Draw your elbows back, lift your heart, lift your chest. And on exhale, bring your forearms toward one another. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, bring your forearms together. One more time. Inhale to open your chest. Exhale to bring your arms together. Reaching arms up. Take hands down to the ground. Pull your right knee back. Step your left foot forward. Adjust. Find your just right place. Again, you might wiggle the left foot forward a little. We're getting that stretch through the front of that right thigh. Noticing how that feels. Stretching the front of the thigh can be really helpful if we spend a lot of time sitting. And then when you feel balanced, when you feel ready, we'll reach our arms up and bring arms out like a cactus again. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round. Bring elbows toward one another. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, create space. Exhale, notice the back body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, arms stretch up. Hands come down and we'll bring that leg back behind us. This time we'll slide our hips off to the side, coming back into a seat. And in this seat, bring your feet together. Let your knees separate in a butterfly shape. So we'll start holding on to whatever you'd like, your knees, your ankles, your toes. And we'll inhale, draw our chest up to the sky. And exhale, round in. Those same cat-cows we did kneeling, we'll do here in a seated position. 3 more. One more time, lifting your heart and rounding it in. And then find some length, and if it feels good, we'll start to crawl our hands forward. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. We're looking for a little sensation, those inner thighs, outer hips, maybe low back. If you found yourself really rounded in, you might lift your chest a little bit more. Notice what feels right in your body, what feels true to you. Take another deep breath in and out. Walk your hands back in. Help your knees to point up to the sky, and we'll lower all the way down onto our back body. When you arrive on your back, have your feet about hips width distance apart and have your heels right underneath your knees. Take a hold of your yoga mat and imagine as you do that you're kind of pulling your mat down towards your heels and then drawing your shoulder blades under your back. Press into your feet, the heels and the toes. Lift your hips and we'll come into a bridge pose. Keep squeezing shoulder blades underneath you here. Lift from your heart. Press into your heels and your big toe mounds. So feel your inner thighs, feel your glutes active. Again, this hip extension helps to counter all the time we spend sitting. Full inhale and exhale, lower the hips back down. Release, let your arms come out to the side. Walk your feet as wide as the mat and let knees knock in towards center. Take a breath in and out. Heel toe your feet back in towards center. Take your right ankle over your left thigh, coming into a figure 4 stretch. Staying here if you're feeling a lot of sensation, or hug the left knee in, holding the hamstring or the shin. Notice how that feels in your body. And recommit to breathing in and out through your nose. Take a breath in and out. Release that left foot down. Give the right leg a little shake. Release the right foot down. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh, and we play here. Does it help to keep the right foot on the ground? Do you need to pull the right knee into your chest? What makes sense? Another steady deep breath here. And release the right foot down. Give the left leg a nice little shake. And then land both feet on the ground. We'll lift our hips up just a little bit, slide them to the left side of our mat, and let our knees move over to the right. Arms can open out to the side, and you can look back over your left shoulder coming into a reclined twist. You might notice that your breath feels different here. Take another inhale. And exhale, gently lift your way back up to center. Pause a moment there. Lift your hips Move them to the right, and then let your knees knock over to the left. Arms reach out to the side again, and you can gaze over your right shoulder. Notice how this twist feels in your body. Notice where your body might need to relax a little bit more. You might notice you're clenching your jaw or furrowing your brow. Can you relax the muscles around your face? And then gently bring your knees back up to center. Even out your hips and give your knees a nice little squeeze. You might even rock a few times side to side. And then we'll release our body down into Shavasana, our rest pose. Let your arms come down at your sides. Palms can face up. Feet can rest in whatever position they naturally want to be in. Let your eyes close down. And let your breath be steady. Relax through your feet and your ankles. Relax through your calves and your shins. Release any tension in your hamstrings and your quadriceps. Relax the front of your hips, the sides of your hips, and your glutes. Relax around your abdomen, your low back. Relax your mid-back and your rib cage. Relax the top of your chest. Release around your shoulder blades. Relax the tops of your shoulders farther and farther away from your ears. Softening through your upper arms, your forearms, and your hands. Relax your neck and your throat. Soften the muscles of your jaw. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Let your whole body relax. And then start to wiggle fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Roll to whichever side you'd like. Pause a moment there. Notice how your body feels. And then press yourself all the way up to a seat. You can let your eyes close back down. Bring hands to heart. Bow your forehead to your fingertips in gratitude. I wish you abundant joy. Be well.